Praise be to Allah, Lord of all the worlds. This is your brother S. Marshwell, and you are watching Talk Bills. It's been a minute. A lot of events going on here, and so election going on is actually November 3rd, and the election is November 5th, federal election. Do a little research why I said federal. But I did want to point out, just get on here and build with my brothers and sisters and family about when a federal election, or if at these days any election going on, what should you kind of really be focusing on or observing about the election? And really it is the money. The money. These days you can buy a candidate and put your agenda in that candidate. And that candidate is for sale. And so we're here now, Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump. We are at the eve of the election. And during this whole time, I can say personally, no one has really made a let me put it this way. I have not seen it in mainstream media or media push of getting the people to focus on who are funding these candidates, who have the main, who are they being influenced by? If I put a certain amount of money into someone, that is an investment. I'm looking for a return on that investment. So here now, I'm going to show you guys, we're going to look at Kamala Harris. Anybody can do what I'm doing here. We're going to look at Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, which you see right there. My source right here is opensecrets.org. And this information is supposed to be public. When candidates are receiving donations, some type of election official that is ran by the government, there should be records of who is donating what to these candidates. So we're going to kind of take a look at these things. And we're going to talk about what they call a PAC, which stands for Political Action Committee. And these, what they call super PACs, right? So let's just dive in a little bit. And let's go for it, right? So Kamala Harris, Democrat Vice President Kamala Harris. Let's get that. Let me make that correction. Honor is due, right? As you can see here, her fundraising totals. These right here are the different donators that have given. And I think this top line here is just the groundwork from Harris' presidential campaign herself, which is showing, I believe, roughly $1 million, right? But let's go down here and let's look at total raise. That's what we want to look at. Total raise, combined raise right here is showing, you see it, one with a B as in billion, 1,588,829,866. Ladies and gentlemen, people are not playing. That's a lot of money that's being influenced into a candidate. So Kamala, we know she is a face of 1 billion. That's what we have on record. Who knows what it really is? That's what we have on record. It is 1,588,000,000, right? Total. So what we want, we're going to come back. Let's look at Donald Trump right quick. Donald J. Trump for president. This is his, I think this green top line is what just their campaign. No outside monies, just their campaign, right? Which is showing 381.54 million, right? What was Kamala's? 1 million. All right. So Donald Trump right there is outdoing. But look at here, just a side note. These are you see Make America Great Again, Inc. I was talking to the Moors. Shout out to Moorish American, all the Moorish Americans out there. Honors to our prophet, Noble Drew Ali. In our nation, our prophet, he teaches us about nation building. And one thing the prophet tells us is that in order to build a nation, you must have a treasurer. And Make America Great Again is Inc. INC, Incorporated. And they do have a treasurer. And I know some say, well, that's a super PAC, meaning the Political Action Committee. And it's just a corporation, just a shell kind of thing, just to raise money. But do we know? Do we know if they're doing other things more than money? We know a corporation is its own identity, own person. It's its own nation. It's its own fig tree, right? And it has a treasurer. So if you got money moving in the capitalistic society, money move things. And so let me digress from that. But let's go here. What's the total combined money raised going on for Donald Trump? We got, yes, one with a B again. 1,075,705,368. Ladies and gentlemen, again, these are $1 billion faces. When you see Kamala, when you see Donald Trump, just think it is $1 billion behind their speech with people that have interest or invested in them, and they are expecting a return. That's business, right? That's business. And we don't hear enough about the business of elections. All right. So what I want to do right quick, let's look at who are the top donators in these campaigns. So we're going to go, we got summary, industry, and contributors. And we're going to click on contributors for Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris. Again, this source is coming from opensecrets.org. You can go there. You go to and search there for any campaign, your local. I don't know if they have local, but certainly you can try your state and certainly your federal officials, your senators, your state representatives. Your federal representatives that you send to the House. You can look them up in here. So for Kamala, we have Future Forward USA Action. What's that? 56,188,072. Right? Who is Future Forward USA Action is the next question. What is it? What are they about? What's going on? I got you. This is Future Forward USA Action. You see right there, Rebuild America. Donald Trump thing is Make America Great Again, but it says Rebuild America. Notice that it does not say Rebuild United States of America. Very interesting. Now, I tried to go and find who is the president, who's the board, who's running this Future Forward USA Action, this group here. And you could go in here, we'll just look right quick. They have, their issues. They're talking about economy and trying to go for the middle class. Let's read this right quick. I'm going with the second paragraph. Recent legislation that cuts taxes for their wealthy and corporations will only make things worse. Future Forward urges decision makers to protect tax incentives that benefits working Americans, including the earned income tax credit and deduction for student loans, among others. This doesn't sound like nothing to me. They got health care, supporting the middle class. That's what I was talking about earlier. Protecting American democracy, not the republic. Democracy. Democracy is simply the majority rules. You vote and the majority rules. But what if you can influence by propaganda the majority? What if you can fool the majority? What then? What then? We want leaders who are educated on the facts of the problem. We don't want leaders who are just emotionally driven. Right? That is dangerous. That's like putting a child with a tantrum in charge of life and death issues. So, again, this is, you can go here, futureforwardusa.org issues and check them out. But they are the top investors in Kamala Harris. I could not find who actually runs Future Forward USA Action. Now, here's the thing. What you will find is that there is a super PAC behind them. They have a political action committee. Super PAC that represents the Future Forward USA Action. Future Forward USA Action and the super PAC of the Future Forward are they're separate, though they're united. So I did find that the super PAC that Future Forward USA Action is back or is behind or supports, the treasurer is Chauncey McLean. And if you go do some research on this brother, you will find that he worked with Obama. He's a big timer. Look at here, career. From 2006 to 2009, Chauncey McLean attended University of Washington School of Law. A lawyer? A lawyer? Talking law? And okay, so he know these people know words, right? So when you say rebuild America instead of rebuild the United States of America, a lawyer knows that is a very big difference of distinction. Here it says the New York Times reported that during this time he took a leave of absence to work on Barack Obama's 2008 presidential campaign. If anybody can find a picture on Chauncey McLean, please add it in the comments, the links or something. I cannot find nothing really I couldn't find a picture of Chauncey McLean. The closest I could do is I did find an article of recently where he spoke. It says here, this is Reuters.com. I'm getting this where this article is coming from. Harris Super PAC founder says public polls are too optimistic. Chicago, August 19th. Reuters. The founder of the main outside spending group backing Kamala Harris presidential bid says their own opinion polls is less rosy than public polls suggest, and warned that Democrats face much closer races in key states. Chauncey McLean, president of Future Forward, a super political action committee. Notice how they just put it as, it's just a super PAC. And we're going to get into what these super PACs are, actually. Somewhat later. That has raised hundreds of millions of dollars to back Harris in the November election, spoke on Monday during an event hosted by the University of Chicago Institute of Politics. I tried to find some footage on this meeting. I could not find nothing at all. I couldn't find anything on his speech at this university. These powerful people, you will find they are not public. They are not public. And if you're not astute to information, you will not even know about them. And they will speak their name real like just a little bit, where if you're not really paying attention, it's just a name and you not even well, it's just, that's somebody, I don't know, that's helping Kamala, that's all. But it's much more, much more, right? And so you got this mystery, what is this Future Forward USA Action? What's going on? Out of anything, people talking about the election being hijacked, this is how you hijack an election. by enabling big time money groups to influence the outcome of an election. Let's look at Donald Trump. Who is Donald Trump's biggest contributor? Right? So we go here, and his biggest contributor is investor Timothy Mellon. Come on up. Get your award. And what a big award, right? Look at his family. $125 million. One person. One person. Not a group. Not the communities or communities and groups. One man. One man. So I did kind of look up Mr. Timothy or Tim Mellon, and Brother Tim has some deep roots. It says here, Timothy Mellon, this is Wikipedia. Say what you want, but hey, see, tell me if Wikipedia wrong. Y'all let me know in the comments. They usually reference, and correct me if I'm wrong and Wikipedia is wrong. But anyway, Timothy Mellon is an American businessman, the grandson of Andrew Mellon, an heir to the Mellon banking fortune. As of June 2024, Forbes estimated the Mellon family's net worth at $14.1 billion. Mellon is a major donor to the Republican Party, right-wing causes. The New York Times has called Mellon's political views far right. Go here, you see his education, Yale University, BA, 1964. Parents, Paul Mellon, Mary Conover. Relatives, Andrew Mellon, grandfather, Rachel Lambert Mellon, stepmother. People, if I gave a candidate, myself, $50, I'm looking for something for that candidate to give back something of my interest back to me. Now, can you imagine $125 million? Huh? Now, it goes to say that Brother Mellon not only gave to Donald Trump, but he also gave to the Kennedy Jr. guy that was running. What's going on with that? This man, this means or can point to that there is something certainly behind the scenes of the candidates that are running the elections, that are power movers, that are running our construction of our government. And this is, to me, this is a very dangerous thing. This is a very dangerous thing. So let's go now let's get into one of these dangers, or the danger. And that is these super PACs, political action committee, right? Can be dangerous if in the wrong hands, I would say. But I would say maybe in the right hands, we could have, it could be good because we could influence righteousness. where evil is, right? However, that that is not the case among the 85% that is getting fooled and bamboozled, overworked, underpaid, etc. Right? So here, political action committee, definition types super PACs. And this is by investopedia.com, which one of my professors at FSU in my master's program, I did earn my certificate in the Jim Moran entrepreneur business. Also earned my master's in criminology over there at FSU. Shout out to them. I am a Rattler, FAMU alumni, FAMU alumni, criminal justice over there as well. But however, investopedia.com is a wonderful site for business, education, and information. I would encourage you to check it out. So let's get into it. What is a political action committee, PAC? In the U.S., a political action committee is a political committee that pools campaign contributions from members and donates those funds to campaigns for or against candidates, ballot initiatives, or legislation. PACs are typically formed to represent business, labor, or ideological interests by individuals who wish to privately raise money to donate to a political campaign. The first PAC was formed in 1944 in order to raise money for the re-election of then President Franklin D. Roosevelt. This kind of reminds me of our Prophet Noble Drew Ali, who back in the 20s, right, of the Moorish American, Moorish Science Temple of America, who supported. So here we go. Yes, our prophet, same way, helped put Oscar Stanton DePriest in office. And so this was back in the early 1920s, I want to say. It said Prophet Noble Drew Ali. This is coming from mooresociety.wordpress.com. Prophet Noble Drew Ali is seated in the center with Chicago Alderman Louis B. Anderson to his right and Congressman Oscar DePriest on the left. The Moors were voting in America in the 20s before the Civil Rights era. Prophet Noble Drew Ali made it clear that it's our constitutional right to vote as United States citizens with a free national name. The Moors successfully campaigned for Oscar DePriest to become the first so-called black congressman in the United States. So there's a little something on that about actually political action committee. More science was already on it. But let's, getting back to it. Yes, even before 1944, Investopedia, even though you're good, but obviously there were, it may have not been called a PAC back then, but these things were, this is nothing new. You can go through this and kind of look at this. I don't want to label you or bore you with this, but there's different type of PACs, right? Let's look at just a couple. There's a separate segregate funds. Corporation, labor unions, membership organizations, or trade associations can establish separate segregate funds. Once established, these committees can only receive contributions from individuals that are associated with the connected or sponsoring organization. So this type of SSF are only PACs that's dealing with associated with that organization. So if I'm Paul the Lumber and I want to do a PAC for President J.J. Hudson, only those that work for me or my Paul Lumbering subcontractor, whatever, they can only contribute to that PAC. No one else outside of that. That's what would be in that category. Next one is the non-connected committees. Unlike the SSFs, non-connected committees are not sponsored by a specific entity or organization. As a result, they can accept contributions from general public. So they're not connected at all. This is a type of PAC, non-connected. Anybody can come and just, everybody, let's put our money together. This is it's a potluck. Let's have everybody bring a dish. Right? But here is the one right here. Super PACs. Super PACs can receive unlimited contributions from individuals, corporations. Did y'all hear me? Corporations, labor unions, and other PACs. This is like this is like a devil in disguise. Super PACs. And this is how really the elections are hijacked, influenced. How candidates can be bought. There is a price. There is a number that if that man or that woman is not, seeking the great God, Allah, or whatever name you want to call the great God, Jehovah, seeking God's righteousness, they won't be able to stand. You got Brother Tim with $125 million check, and no telling how much other ways that he's pouring in, because as you can see, you could do it through a corporation, you could do it through a labor union, you could do it through another PAC that I could be involved with, and that you don't know necessarily all the contributors of that PAC within a PAC. There could be shell companies. It could be some people can make up a shell company or corporation just to fund money through it to fund to a PAC. So, again, family, when we're looking at this election, whoever comes out on top, whoever wins, just note and remember, come back here on Open Secret Source, and as things develop, as plans go, look at the contributors. This is Kamala D. Harris. We go down a little bit. We got Future Forward USA Action. We said, look at here, Bloomberg. Come on, man. Democrat Party is not even the top one. Who is Greylock Partners? Look at here, News Web Corp. What are they? Alphabet Inc. I found this from kind of crazy. University of California? Isn't that a state school, or what? Is that a private school? Let me look at that up right quick. You know, they're a state school, man. According to AI on Google, yes, the University of California is a public land grant research university system in California. The U.S. system is made up of 10 campuses, or UC, I guess that's University of California. 10 campuses across the state, including UCLA, UC Berkeley, and UC San Diego. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. They are one of the top contributors to Kamala Harris. Strategic Fund, National Education Association, and some here. And so when you go to summary, you can find some other contributors that under single candidate groups, right? Targeting Kamala Harris campaigns. They go Future Forward again, right? I want to show y'all something here that I found. Where is it? Look at this. Black Leadership Federal PAC. Right? And so my thing is, they're saying they federal elections, a total of 864,000. And what are they trying to, these people, ain't no telling, they be just trying to secure some seats and some entitlements, because there certainly ain't no agenda going on right there from the people. Let me see if I could even find a website. Let's see if we can find a website, family. What is it? Leadership. I think we got a website. Let's see. Here we go. Black Leadership PAC. Building political power in Pennsylvania. What? The Black Leadership PAC is a political action committee led by a coalition of businesses, or business. I keep saying it should be business. Of business, labor, community, and civic leaders committed to progress for Black Americans in the Commonwealth. BLP consolidates and sustains Black political power by recruiting, training, and promoting candidates that support its policy vision and supporting pathways to public sector policy leadership for Black and brown professionals. Policy vision, the BLP aims to improve outcomes for Black Pennsylvanians by improving public safety and quality of life in predominantly Black neighborhoods. Okay. Providing high quality public schools in predominantly Black neighborhoods. Okay. Promoting Black business growth and generational wealth creation. Supporting equitable and inclusive development in Black communities. Securing access to family-sustaining jobs that create career pathways for Black Pennsylvanians. Okay, I have to take my apologies. Please forgive me. Said Black Leadership PAC. Y'all do have an agenda. Y'all do have a website. And that's something I don't, I'm in Florida. Do we have a said Black Florida Leadership PAC? Certainly, we need to have a Moorish American PAC. We need to have all my Moorish American nation out there. Or more so, we need a Asiatic PAC, that can unite us all, unite us all the all the olive tone peoples and our common conditions. And yeah, Europeans, y'all welcome to donate and give to it as well, just like anything else. But we have our specific problems and issues, and we do need the Europeans to assist in those issues. So, but yeah, we need our own PAC. Certainly, the Moorish Americans, we need our own PAC, man. So, again, going back and looking, you see, let's look at Donald Trump. You can go through this. This is a very interesting website. Has some very. Did you see SpaceX on there though? For Donald Trump top contributors. SpaceX, yes. But let's look at America first. Top contributor. Let's go to some of the singles for Donald Trump and let's see what we see. Make America Great Again, Inc. And y'all just thought it was a movement, right? Y'all just thought it was a saying. Let's look through. CatholicVote.org. Greater Georgia Action. Make America Great Again. $200. Come on, man. Make America First Action. $36. Man, it's something, ain't no telling this. That those could be shell companies trying to do something else under the scene. And it says Super PAC. But you know what? We could create a Super PAC. If they did it, if they did it and they only raised $36, according to this, come on, Moors, we can get a PAC going and see if we can get our demands met for things that we would like to see accomplished or done. Just this simple thing of my Grand Sheik, honest to my Grand Sheik, Haru Reniciel, Temple 19 in Atlanta. But he had posted something that showed in the 1940s how covert optics were recording Moorish Temple of America conversations. And so those tapes got to be still available. Maybe having a PAC with some of these candidates, we can get some of that back. And I'm still told that land that the prophet had was taken because, I guess some of the elders back then and when the division and Moorish times temple splits, taxes weren't paid on the property or so forth, and it went back to the state. Well, maybe a pact that we have could, we can put that on the table saying, hey, we want to be able to regain our heritage, our profit, our nation's land back in the rightful place. You know, just so many other things. You know, honoring our holidays, our national holidays, and so forth. Land grants. Yeah, just various things, and not just only for things for Moorish American nation only, but those that have impact all of our people. You know, of course, we know poverty. Well, the poor you're gonna have with us always, but we want to, you know, some things that maybe can help it a little bit more easier or ease up on the opportunity for people to come out of poverty, those who are trying their hardest to come out of it, you know. There's certainly governmental programs that could be initiated that are specific to Moorish Americans. Yeah, it's possible. So, yeah, family, that's pretty much it, you know. Again, when we're talking about this election and however it comes out, just remember, follow the money. Follow the money. Even after whoever wins, whether it's Vice President Kamala Harris or former President Donald J. Trump, whoever wins, come back to this site, this opensecrets.org, and check it out and begin to observe as things go. Come back and remember, like, oh, I know why they're doing that, because University of California or Tim Millen or SpaceX won't, all that. Yeah. And so now we're able to read the time. We're able to read the times. We're able to navigate and just move right on through. So, yeah, this is S. Marshuel, a.k.a. Smell. I got music out there under Smell, so y'all check me out on that. And, yeah, see y'all in the wind. Peace and love. God is on my side. You can't make me believe. People can't